Hi guys, welcome to my channel all about YouTubers 13. Today I found a new person who I'd like to bring some attention to. Right, you know, recently I found, well not too long ago, I found out about Armchair Detective, and basically the avenue he goes down and the way he makes his money and all the contradictions. I've made quite a few videos about him. Now there's an AD 2.0. Yes, AD 2.0, and it's called, his channel is called, his name is Dave, and his channel is called Seeking the Truth with Dave. And guess what? Here's another one of them all about Chris Watts. As you can see here on the screen, his old channel is all, once he's like he's an Armchair Detective 2.0. All his videos are on Chris Watts. Now if you have a look at this very first video, there's only like, you know, 700 and something views, and that was at the beginning, but for a first video that'd be not too bad, and he must have realised this and jumped on this. But what's come to my attention now is, like another armchair, has come out with some evidence, you know, something what's going to break the case to do with Chris Watts and get NK, you know, NK now arrested and get the ball going. Now I was going to put more effort in and find a lot more out about this guy, but this what I'm about to show you, it just discredits him from the start entirely. He said he's got a recording of Chris Watts saying that you know, he remembers NK being there. Okay, so let's have a look at the audio clip, and it better be, if he's saying it's something that is going to start the case off again, the FBI are going to get involved and he's breaking it to the whole world, it better be something good. It best not be spliced or anything, because if it is, I'm going to show you exactly what splicing is and how it's done, and correlate that to his words, well, his video. So having said all that, let's get on with it.
Remember Nicole Kessinger being there. All I know is that I felt like I was compelled by evil to do things that I've never thought about or done before in my life. Remember Nicole Kessinger being there. Remember Nicole Kessinger being there. Remember Nicole Kessinger being there.
What the hell was that? This is something like what he said he's going to change the case. Is he for real or what? You don't even need to look into him now, because he's just discredited everything he says. He's put his whole channel on the line there to give you, us, the world, what's going to open the case on NK. You know, Chris Watts is on the side, that bit on the side, but look, all he's done there is give you half cuts, it's spliced. If you have a look at this diagram here now, see at the bottom, that's it, just that would be the whole sentence with nothing continuous, just an whole sentence where everything's in context. But at the top, it's kind of inverted on itself. So the red at the left and on the right, that's the before and the after. They're missing. He's just showed the in between, which is just like the words Nicole being there. What about the, you know, to put it into context, what about the before, like, I don't remember Nicole being there, or, you know, along them lines. There's no excuse for not putting what came before. Okay, so we're going to listen now to the rest of what he says in order to justify those major actions there and not discredit himself. Let's give it a whirl.
Remember Nicole Kessinger being there. All I know is that I felt like I was compelled by evil to do things that I've never thought about or done before in my life.
Boom. This is a phone conversation with Chris whilst he's in prison. Boom. Why is the audio clipped? Well, there are things that he says in this conversation, okay, that are personal between the two people involved. So yeah, it's clipped.
Wow. that's what you've come up with. The one thing now what could give you a bit of redemption, stop you looking like a complete and utter like pillock, and you've discredited yourself to the max. Your reason for that clip being clipped, spliced, edited, put together, well, left out, as you can see in my, what I've showed you, is because it contains, the conversation contained, personal information of the two people involved, Chris Watts and whoever he was talking to. The personal information would have been at the beginning of the call, saying who it's to and who it's off, and then if they spoke anything about that, about whatever, leading up to that bit where he says, remembering Nicole, there's nothing personal before that. Nothing personal what needed to be hidden, nothing personal what needed for the context of that situation, that conversation, that bit there which you've like clipped and spliced and put together to be the way it is. You're missing the back, the front end and the back end. You've just like shown just that bit, that tiny bit, and you expected this to change the case. You expected this to like make you the man and above, armchair detective. You're just an AD 2.0 now. You've discredited yourself. The only one thing that I believe what comes out of Chris's mouth is this.
All I know is that I felt like I was compelled by evil to do things that I've never thought about or done before in my life. All I know is that I felt like I was compelled by evil to do things that I've never thought about or done before in my life. All I know is that I felt like I was compelled by evil to do things that I've never thought about or done before in my life.
That's the one thing what I believe in that conversation, in them recordings that day that came out of Chris's mouth, that it felt like, because in hindsight he was doing evil things, so it felt like an evil force. What in hindsight is saying that's what it felt like, not that's what it was before you conspiracy guys try and change it to some like voodism or something daft. You know what I mean? What won't surprise me, the way things are going, changing little words to fit your narrative. One of them. Obviously he was doing evil and he felt, looking back now, like evil, and that's it with him. So this guy here, finding the truth with Dave, before he even got into him, he's discredited himself. There you go, do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'd like to say a big thank you to Angela Cook and Sweet Storm, Gina, HMRC, and Lorraine, big Teresa. I'm not saying any more Tracy, I'm not saying any other names beyond them, but these are the people who have helped me. If you can help me to get my laptop, I'm getting there. I am getting there, nearly two-thirds of the way there now, so please help. PayPal in the description. You can put whether you want me to put your names or not, anything, it's up to you, and pick the name the next video if you help, if you're helping me. If you want a particular video on a subject, just let me know. Even on the donation you can put a comment next to it. So there you go, that's it for today. You all take care, catch you on the rebound. Bye. Dum 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 dum.